All right, let's take this up together. Mr. Riddle's grandma loves to play cards with her friends. Each game, every player must put in 15 cents. If there are 5 players and they play 12 games, what is the dollar amount one person could win? So, let's think about the important information first. What do we need to know? Yes?
That they get 15 cents from each player.
Yeah, so each player is going to put in 15 cents. What else do we know?
There's 5 players.
Mackenzie?
They play 12 games.
Okay, they're going to play 12 games. And one other last important piece of information. Yep.
There's 5 players. We didn't get it.
Yeah. Okay, so we have that as our important information. So if I put that up here, what should be the first thing I do to start with my solution? Where can I start with my solution? We found the important information, but now I want to make a solution. Yep.
Like you want to
I want to know what step to do next.
Well, our teacher taught us a long time ago. When you learn what you know, you need to.
Okay, sure. So what do we need to know?
What is the dollar amount?
Okay, so we could write that down. So, or we could just underline it because it is here. What is the dollar amount one person could win? So that means the total amount of money that's in the pot.
15.
Is there a way for us to figure out how much money is in one game?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Trey, how would I figure out how much money is in one game?
15 for 0.15.
So 15 cents
Yeah, 0.15.
equals 0.15. So that's,
And then you multiply that by 5 players.
okay, yep, because there's 5 players. So 15 cents equals 0.15, which is 15 out of 100, right? Because a dollar is worth 100 cents. So 15 cents is 15 pennies, essentially, out of 100. And then we have 5 players.
0.15.
So with those 5 players, how do I figure out how much money is up for grabs in the first game? I know that I have 15 cents or 0.15 and I have 5 players. How do I figure this out? Yep.
Multiply 15 by 5.
Good. So it's going to be 0.15 times 5. And what did we talk about yesterday when we were multiplying decimals? Do you remember? Yep. Okay, so how many times am I going to move this decimal?
2.
Twice. So I'm going to put a 2 up here to remind myself that I'm going to move the decimal twice. So this is no longer 0.15. What is this number? Morgan?
The number is now 15.
It is now 15. So I'm going to make a box. Actually, I don't need to make that many boxes, do I?
No.
Oh, no. Just need to make 2. What are you doing?
Let's just use the eraser part here. Alright. So 15 would be 10 and 5, and then at the top I would have 5. Okay? It's nice only having the one part of the box. So inside, what 2 numbers am I going to multiply together for that box? Elena? 10 times 5. And what's 10 times 5? 50. And then I do the bottom box. What 2 numbers am I going to multiply for that?
5 times 5.
Good. What's 5 times 5? 25. So, what is the total amount of money in the first game? Jordan.
75 cents.
Okay, so 50 plus 25 equals 75. But, you're right, I have to move my decimal back twice. So when I move it back twice, I get 0.75. So there's 75 cents in one game. Making sense?
Yep.
All right, so
Zoom out more.
I'm gonna move that over. And now, for the second part, if I know that there is 75 cents, 0.75 in one game, how many games did they end up playing? Brooklyn. Did they play 15? Yeah, they ended up playing 12 games. So we do 0.75 times 12, because in one game there's 75 cents, so we keep doing 75 cents 12 times. So if I'm multiplying that, again, let's do our box way. What does 75 cents become when I move the decimal?
Joey.
75.
Yeah, so I'm going to move it twice, right? So I move the decimal twice, and it becomes 75. So 70 and 5, and 12 becomes 10 and 2. And now I do the multiplying. What two numbers do I multiply for this first box? Dre, what two numbers do I multiply for this first box?
70.
70 and 10. So in order to do 70 times 10, what could I do? Remember how we cover up the zeros?
Yeah, 7 times 10 is 0.
So if I cover up the zeros, and the good. And what's 1 times 7? And then how many zeros are there?
2.
So I added 2 zeros. So 700. And in this box, what two numbers are going to multiply together? Aaliyah. For this box, what two numbers will I multiply together? 10 and 5. What's 10 times 5? 50. Okay, and now this box, what two numbers will I multiply for that one?
270.
Okay, what's 2 times 70?
140.
Good. And for the last box, what two numbers will I multiply?
5 times 2.
And what's 5 times 2?
10.
10. All right, so I have all the multiplying done. What do I do with all the numbers inside the box? Gabe? I add them together. I'm going to use my place value, so 700, 50, 140, and 10. Add them together. I get 0, and I get 10, and I get 9. So I get 900. How many times do I move the decimal back?
2.
Twice. So I move back twice, and I get an answer of
$9.
$9. So the winner could win $9. Good job.